How's it going, guys? Today I'm bringing you a Pokemon X and Pokemon Y Wi-Fi battle against my good buddy NumbNexus. And yeah, yesterday I was on Skype, I was like looking for a Wi-Fi battle. Asked Nexus, he's like, I know, I don't have all my stuff sorted out. I was like, sure, just bring whatever EV Pokemon you have, we don't need to use items or whatever. And we didn't. The only items we were allowed to use were Mega Stones for Mega Evolution. And as you can see, I didn't even bring a Mega Evolution on my team. So, anyway, looking at Nexus' team, he brought a lot of offensive stuff. Hyper Fence, really, it's just something that I really have to deal with. And I knew at the start when I saw his team that I had to keep Mamoswine, I had to keep Talonflame, and I had to keep Greninja alive. They were my win conditions for sure against his team because they do a lot of work. Alright, so, yeah, this is a great battle. Go check out NumbNexus. Obviously, he's a really cool guy, one of my good friends on YouTube. And he just uploads some great stuff, so go check him out, and yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy the battle. Alright, so Nexus is going to lead off with his Azumarill, as I'm going to lead off with my Donphan. And I knew because we didn't have any items, I could probably take a Waterfall. I just wanted to see how much it would do, so I stay and I go for the Earthquake. And judging by the damage, it's going to be a solid 2-hit KO on the Azumarill, which is great. And the Waterfall here, you're going to see, does about half, which is still pretty strong, because he told me that it's not any, I don't think he said there's any EV investment in it, or it's not fully EV trained, so I mean, yeah, unless it's not fully EV trained in attack, that still did a lot of damage. But Donphan is able to withstand it and take him out with 2 Earthquakes. As he now goes out into his Gengar, which I obviously can't do too much to as a Donphan. So I'm going to switch out into my Goodra to take whatever hit he wants to go for. And yeah, that was definitely the better switch. As he goes for the Shadow Ball, and Goodra does take that rather well. So I was kind of happy with the damage or whatever. He decides he's going to switch out now and goes out into his Scizor. Or he goes out into his Tyranitar, yeah, right, his Tyranitar, because obviously Tyranitar is going to be able to take a hit from this thing. And I do go for the Dragon Pulse just to get some damage off, and it does some respectable damage, not too much, but still respectable damage nonetheless. And yeah, I definitely can start whittling it down with the more, like, Dragon Pulse and stuff, but decided to switch out because I don't want to really lose my Goodra just yet. Gonna go back out to Donphan as he goes for a Crunch, and this does a lot of damage as well. I mean, I was kind of underestimating Tyranitar. I'm so used to seeing special defensive Tyranitar that I was kind of surprised at the damage that did. I guess it's because I'm at like half HP, so it did seem like it did more than usual, but it just works out to his Gengar, as I do go for the obvious Earthquake on the T-Tar, so he gets to avoid that, and pretty much gets a free attack on whatever I want to switch into. But I decided I'm going to switch out now into my Goodra, just to take a hit again. That's pretty much the way this battle seems to go when it comes to attacks. Like, he goes to his Gengar, I go into my Goodra to take a hit, as he goes for the Shadow Ball. And obviously with the Sandstorm up, I'm going to take a little extra bit of damage, which I believe brings me to the range where he could probably kill me with another Shadow Ball, I think. But he doesn't want to risk that. He decides he wants to switch out and does go out into his Tyranitar, as I believe I go for the Dragon Pulse again just to get some damage off. And I do a hefty chunk with that, so I mean, it's not too bad at all. And yeah, I get some respectable damage off. I decided I'm going to go for another one just to bring this thing past half HP. So I decided to stack my Goodra here again, just get a Dragon Pulse off, get this Tyranitar past half HP, and get taken out by the Crunch, which I feel is definitely the better play, because I didn't need to switch to my Donphan, because I didn't really need Donphan that much, I guess, but just sending it in to die didn't seem like something I should do. It does also give me a free switch out into my Greninja too, which outspeeds his Tyranitar, and I do pack the Protein, modest Protein, so I am going to be able to knock it out with the Surf at that range of HP, and that was pretty good. So take out his T-Tar, as he now goes out into his Scizor, which I honestly cannot touch, so I do go for the U-turn and switch out. I do get the switch initiative. Obviously I'm not going to do that much damage with a modest Greninja with U-turn, but it is just for switching around and stuff. And I go out into my Breloom, I believe. I didn't think anything else would be good to switch in. Like, in the back of my mind, I was thinking I kind of need Donphan, but I really didn't, especially at the range of HP it's at. So it goes for U-turn, that does a hell of a lot. And, yeah, my Breloom was pretty much useless in this battle, as you can see. I didn't use it properly, I could have used it probably a lot better. But it pretty much just goes down to a U-turn and a Shadow Ball by his Gengar. So it was pretty much something I needed to sack. It was the only thing I really thought I could sack. As then I got into my Greninja, and he stays in thinking he could take a Dark Pulse, but again, modest Protein. Not gonna live that, I'm afraid. So, yeah, his Gengar just gets taken out by the Dark Pulse. I'm not really sure what he could have went to something, I guess, to take it, but he just decided to stay in, which is his choice. Now here, make a very pivotal play. I do go for the Surf, which turns me into a water type, as he goes for the U-turn. So if I went for Dark Pulse again for whatever reason, I would have been a Dark type, and he would have KO'd me here with the U-turn. But as you're going to see, I do live with like 30-something HP, and yeah, that was due to me going for the Water type move and making myself a pure Water type, as opposed to being a Water and Dark type, or just a pure Dark type. So next up to his Blaziken, and here he went for the Protect, which, yeah, it was a good play, I guess, even though he does not have Speed Boost on this Blaziken. Well, he has Speed Boost when he evolves into Mega Blaziken, or when he goes to Mega Blaziken, but his regular Blaziken just has Blaze. So now he Mega Evolves into Mega Blaziken. I was not worried about this thing at all, because despite all the Speed Boosts, I do have a Gale Wings Talonflame, which has priority Brave Bird, and that just like kills Blaziken anyway, so yeah, it's really, it wasn't a problem. When I saw Blaziken, I was kind of worried, but like, oh wait, I have Talonflame, so it doesn't make much of a difference. So, takes me out the Flare Blitz. I just needed something to sack. I do need my Greninja for his Garchomp, or anything else on his team, his Scizor even. So now I got into my Gale Wings Talonflame, obviously going to threaten him out with the Brave Bird, as I believe he goes to a Scizor. Now personally, if it was me, I would have went to Garchomp, because honestly, I would have taken probably Rough Skin damage, as well as not killing it. So I mean, I honestly would have went to Garchomp here, but he decided to sack a Scizor, that was his play. But personally, I would have went to Garchomp, get the Rough Skin damage, as well as extra recoil, and I wouldn't KO the Garchomp for sure. So, now he does go to Garchomp. I do need something to sack. I believe I go to my, into my Greninja, because it's pretty much dead at this point. It's not going to do anything to his Garchomp. Well, it could, but I mean, I would outspeed it, but it doesn't even matter. So, I get taken out by the Dragon Claw. I do have my Mamoswine left, so I mean, I did have that to safely switch in. And here's pretty pivotal. Nexus's Garchomp is Jolly and not Adamant. And if it was Adamant, that crit would have killed me. But he isn't, he's Jolly. So I actually managed to live with 6 HP, go for the Icicle Crash, and just KO his Garchomp. But again, if he was Adamant, my Mamoswine was done. But luckily for me, he was running Jolly Garchomp, and I am able to live with 6 HP on a critical hit. As he knocks up the high jump kick, I wouldn't have risked that either. I would have went for the Flare Blitz, just in case I could have missed the high jump kick, but he didn't miss it, so it didn't even matter. But because I do have Gale Wings Talonflame in the back pocket, I do end up clinching the match in a very narrow 1-0 with a Brave Bird from Talonflame. So great battle with Nexus, no items or anything, just EV'd Pokemon, no IV'd either, I don't think so. Really good battle, and yeah, go check out NumbNexus, great Wi-Fi battler, great content on his channel altogether. And he's a good friend of mine too, so I'd highly recommend checking out his channel. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this Pokemon X and Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. If you have, then by all means leave a like. And yeah, I'll see you guys for more shortly enough. Catch you guys then.